Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Ah, okay, perfect. Okay, so here we are with part 2 of Starfield. If you watched my last stream, I just joined up with the Vanguard, and I got to do a couple of missions for them. I also still got to do a mission for Constellation with the main story. So, let's pick up where we left off, huh? Continue. Yes. Okay, so let's see which mission we should focus on right now. See, there's delivering devils as personal about trade authority. There's deep cover, proceed the UC vigilance, and there's the old neighborhood.
I don't suppose I have time for a nap before we leave.
And if you want to sleep, go right ahead, Sarah. Let's see, what mission is this again? We're going to space. Okay, going to the star map. Oh, there it is. First gotta jump. Jump there. Wait. Go back to that. Good thing this isn't Good thing this isn't Mars in the Doom games. You play Doom, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, let's exit the ship.
What a lovely view of the ocean sky. Frankly, I'm a bit surprised to find such a delightful spot in this rather drab city.
Heat leeches in the engine, leeches on the hull, multiple leeches in the grav drive.
Suppose that would explain the brownouts.
So,
What's this going to run?
there's a leech problem?
Mid five figures.
5 figures?
Building Sedona completely underground was a clever way of keeping the city shielded from the harsh Martian landscape.
Yeah, hold on, just check this out real quick. Okay, alright.
Watch out for the robots. They're surprisingly sneaky.
Always nice to kick back into Rogan's spear after a while.
Be careful.
Look at this place. I can't imagine being cramped down here, choking on the fumes and the dust. No trees, no grass. It's depressing.
Yo, hey, what's up? You looking to do some shopping here at the Trade Authority? I'm Manaki. Feel free to ask me anything and I'll do my best to help you out.
I hear the Trade Authority sometimes steals the list of goods. Is that true?
Man, sorry, I can't really say that. Really, they told me not to say anything like that because rumors, you know? All I know is that we're running a business here, and I was told to take in all trades and sell whatever we've got. And listen, I'm not gonna worry about anything other than that.
You're very
Yo, stay good out there.
Invoice is being collected from the... Oh. Not here for a delivery, are you?
Nope. Captain Jeff White, Vanguard. I need Percival Walker's help investigating a troubling discovery.
Well, I do wish I could help you, Captain, but Dr. Walker has been missing for some time. A shame, too. We had such high hopes for Percival. I brought him on myself to do medical and biological consulting around the city. Not the sort of work the Trade Authority traditionally does. But we thought it had the potential to become a whole new type of revenue stream for our branch. I invested no small amount of personal capital into the endeavor. But then he decided to run off after a discipline issue. I presume the miners have him hidden somewhere. Plenty of cracks on this old rock. But at this point, it's probably for the best.
I can try to track him down
That
for you.
won't be necessary. The Trade Authority isn't interested in employing someone so unreliable. But
Excuse
we
me?
would like the money he owes us. If you can convince him to pay his debts, we'd be most grateful.
Oh, I loathe the Trade Authority. Is it absolutely necessary that we have to help them?
How much does he
Why?
owe?
Feeling charitable? I don't recall the exact figure off the top of my head, but with the interest it's accrued, I believe it's something substantial. So if you were able to find him and convince him to clear his accounts, you would have our honest gratitude.
I do not like this guy. I'm not your bill collector. I just need to know where to find him.
I couldn't have put that better myself.
Hmm. Pity. Perhaps a little advance on my part might pique your interest. Visit the Sixth Circle, a bar on the lowest level of the city. If someone in Sidonia knows where Percival is, you'll find them there.
Caution. Subterranean particle detonation imminent.
Before you say
Secure
anything,
this article and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen tremors. Detonation occurs in 5, 4.
Deluxe condos aren't anything
Broken Spear's upstairs. Go
Okay.
guard yourself there. This bar's for devil's vets and their kin.
Easy now. I'm Vanguard. Heard you might know where Percival Walker is.
You're barking up the wrong.
You. Why don't you come here and tell me what some Vanguard captain wants with Walker? Stray topsider wanders into my bar asking after a man like Percival Walker. Raises questions. What do you want with him?
Official Vanguard business. I need to look at something. Oh. Terramorphs might be threatening the galaxy. I need Percival's help to stop them.
What? Someone give him the keys to a battle cruiser? Look, you can make up whatever crazy story you want, but you should forget about Percival.
You can drop the accuracy no moment of his
You
time.
can spare us the performative stonewalling. We simply need a moment of
Oh.
time, and you needn't hear from us ever again.
And you're someone I should trust. Why?
I'm UC military, retired. Can give you my gene tag code too if you'd like.
Not necessary. But look, even if I decided I was going to help you get in contact with Dr. Walker, Percival made himself scarce for a reason. His debt to the Trade Authority. But if someone resolved that debt, well, Percival wouldn't have to hide anymore. Can bet that person would make a friend out of Percival, and the rest of us devils. And I'm always inclined to help a friend.
How would you suggest I go about clearing
Well,
Percival's name?
Most straightforward way to take care of this debt would be to just saunter up to the authority and pay him direct, if you've got credits to throw away. Of course, rumor is the Trade Authority keeps all their records and collections files on a central server inside their storeroom. If someone was to break in there and adjust Percival's debt to something a little more reasonable, say a few hundred credits, I'd be happy to cover the costs.
Now,
Making
that
that
idea I
adjustment would
like.
be illegal. I don't think this is a road we should travel.
And, one soldier to another. Sidonia's full of old utility tunnels and crawl spaces. Wouldn't be surprised if there was one that let out right into the authority storeroom. Say, with an entrance behind the bar at the Broken Spear. Ooh, and you might need these.
I'll see if I
I
can
look
get rid of
forward
the
to
debt.
hearing the good news.
You, maybe Vanguard. Come here.
Failure to comply with this ordinance will result in fines not exceeding...
Well, let me look at the missions again. Huh. Huh. I'm already in Estonia.
$5,000 credits or 100 hours community service.
This way.
Was there something else? Do you know?
What Pierre Percival says.
Very well. Let me take a look at his... Here, his current balance. And do remember,
let's see
all
if I can set the
transactions
board.
are final.
21,867 credit. Okay, let me look at my inventory here. 23,204.
Caution. Prepare
Was there something else? Do you now? Let me take it. Here, his current balance. And do remember, all transactions are final.
in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I do have the price for it, but... Fuck it.
Wonderful. Dr. Walker's dead is officially no longer our problem. You have my thanks. Oh, and if you do find him, please let Percival know I'm eagerly looking forward to never working with him again.
Final particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity
You
for
better
the remainder
appreciate
of the
this.
day. Detonations to resume tomorrow morning.
How are you doing?
Yeah? Did you now? Fine work. My end of the bargain then, I suppose. He's holed up in the old Red Devil's HQ. Place was sealed up tight after the UC shuttered our unit, but we snuck him in the back entrance through the deep mines. Good you're going in there, actually. Bunch of spacers moved in, not long after we got Percival set up. Don't expect he'd run out before they got taken care of, but I'm sure he'll appreciate not having to find out if I left him with enough rations. Yeah, the passkey. And I'll let him know there's someone he owes one hell of a thank you on their way down.
The Red Devils aren't exactly your average bar crowd. You can see it in their eyes. We don't belong here.
Clearly. Sorry. I've coughing a lot lately. Okay.
Going to have to lug cargo across half the universe to pay me.
Whoa. How far away is this place? reminds me a lot of Skyrim, a lot of running to places. Of course, it is Bethesda's, so I shouldn't expect anything less from them, or more. I'm just hoping I'm able to get those credits back fast. Okay, seriously. Ugh.
Oh, last mistake you'll make.
Okay, should not have gotten.
Good riddance, but you're next.
Damn it! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I have to travel all the way back there? all the way back here. Okay. All bodies looted.
These access stairs lead deeper into the mines. I hope we remember the way back to the surface.
I see you! Fire!
This must lead to the miners' living quarters. I can't imagine having to live almost every waking moment underground.
Anyone else? No? Jeez, my pain.
Yeah, it was nothing, guys.
I'm sure they had something we can use.
Nope, not down there. Come on, it must be somewhere. Did I go the wrong way or something? Okay, I can't find him.
What was that?
Ah, crap. How am I supposed to get down there? I can't see a way down. No stairs or anything. can't find a way down. Oh my god. Stop hiding. Okay. How do I get down there? Okay, tracing my steps here. Did I already go this way? Okay, this is gonna take some figuring out because I cannot find where the path forward is. There's no door or anything.
Well, we clearly can't get through this way. Perhaps we should try making our way down using the caves in the back of the area.
And where might that be? And where might that be, Sarah? That doesn't help. Wait, not that way. Nope. Jesus, can this place not be any more straightforward?
long time since I've been to Mars. Sol system doesn't get a lot of traffic. Goodbye.
Where are the caves then? Can't go that way. Oh my god. Fuck. Oh. Hello? Oh. No ammo. Fine. Okay, is there anyone else? Ooh.
Exploring these mining operations has given me a new appreciation for the risks Dusties take to make a living.
Thank you. Remember, I was a miner before I joined Constellation.
My word. Can't imagine how an engineer can make heads or tails of this chaotic collection of drilling machinery.
Maybe they have a different way of doing it? I don't fucking know. No, I'm just spelling things out here. Can't go down there.
Well, this explains why the miners ceased drilling. Someone must have missed this natural cavern on the geological survey. Shame. I suppose it was a bit like building a ship in a bottle.
Yep. Just a little reminder, as soon as 2.0 comes out for Cyberpunk, I'm switching over to that game. I'm sorry, but this game is not speaking to me like Cyberpunk did. There he fucking is.
Can't say I don't appreciate it. I doubt you came all this way just to do me a favor. Now you want to explain to me why you're going around harassing nefarious old men by wiping away their hard-earned debts?
Hey, I'm here to make the labor from an old colleague of yours, Harrigan Sinat.
She's... Did she look okay?
Her wounds were substantial but not life-threatening. Lucky for tangling with a Terramorph. Alright, combat medic.
Terramorph? She's fortunate to be alive at all. Hope you two had plenty of backup. So what's this she had you bring all the way down here after putting you in harm's way?
Terramorph cells from a world too young to have one. Terramorph, its own free-range harvested human-fed Terramorph cells. Terramorph cells are too young from a world too young to have one.
Said that, huh? If she made you come all the way for this, let's get inside. I need to see these cells.
Gonna ask you to not touch.
Was it safe to take off this outfit? Or was it good to take off this outfit?
Got some projects in the works down here. I wasn't expecting guests. Oh, and Lou mentioned how you took care of the debt.
Just paid the whole thing off, huh? Hope it's obvious from my current circumstances that that's going to be a gift, not a loan.
Yeah, you're fucking welcome.
All queued up. Let's gaze into this abyss, shall we?
All right, just get those cellular markers tagged.
Wait. Where are the markers? This can't be right. This sample, it's Londinian. I'll need to get this all in a slate. Adrian really gave you this sample. You're not lying to me? Because if you told me this was a hoax, and it'd be the best damn fake I've ever seen, I'd be mad and very, very relieved.
Oh, it's not a fake. Sample's not fake. I collected from the Terramorph
Can't
myself.
just humor an old man, huh? This sample, it's got all the indicators of the worst Terramorph attack in human history. I presume you've heard of Londinium. It was a
Sounds
city
familiar.
wiped completely
Yeah.
off the map by Terramorphs. The swarms were so bad, they had to blow the spaceport and seal the place off from the galaxy at large. Not a lot of samples made it off the world from the time of the attack. But the ones that did, well, they look just like this one. I didn't detect any of the telltale signatures this specimen ever sat on a ship while it was alive, either. I don't think it was transported to Tal Ceti. This specimen, it grew there, faster than any terramorph should. Which means, if we're about to start a new era in human-terramorph relations, where big, sudden Londinian-style attacks can happen outside Londinia, that's not gonna end well for humanity.
It would be the end of us as a species.
So, you lugged this bad omen all the way here. You want to tell me what your plans are for it now?
Orders will take you to analysis to Hadarian. She should be waiting at the sixth circle.
Could use a drink about now. Here, faster we take the lift to the surface. Not supposed to use it, but given the circumstances, I'm inclined to just ask forgiveness. Let's get going.
Sarah?
That the UC was entertaining the notion of xeno-warfare angers me to the core.
We should have gave a suit back up before he galloped to the surface of Mars. No air.
I'm betting there's something cheaper you could drop instead.
Sorry, I had to drop all that stuff. Hey. Wait. Wait. Before I leave... Oh! Oh! Before I leave... The mantis. mind. Okay, while I'm here... let's do that Constellation mission while I'm here.
Just because the governor's office is right out there on the main level doesn't mean it's not secure.
A friend offered me a nice cushy office job, but I'm making double out here in the Sidonia mines. Joke's on them.
Okay, so... well, there's a bunch of stuff I want to unload.
We got a lot. Take your time. And ask me. Cool. That's what we do here.
Okay, so... yeah, we're not selling that. Or that. ML is 7.77 millimeters. Equinox is 3 kVLZR.
Sounds like a plan. I can...
Okay, so... let's see what I can sell here. What else I can sell here? Helmets. So. Nope. Nope. Wait, no, I need those. We're just strange things
Yo,
to do here.
this dude came in once trying to sell this whack-looking fish or something. It was still alive. He had it in this big plastic bag full of water and everything. Good size, too. I was trying to tell him I didn't know if we took in things like that, but then my boss came over and told me we absolutely did. And I had to process the sale and store the thing. Man, what a pain in the ass that was. Even weirder, someone came in and bought it like right away. The hell's that about, right?
Must have been one hell of a fish.
Come back anytime.
What a long day.
I'm looking for a Vanguard named Moore.
He ain't been around. Went off on patrol. Hasn't been back in since. We're starting to think it might be time to pour one out to the blackest sea.
I can see the chat. Sorry, Reflected does, but I'm not falling for that. Nice try. Nice try. Wait.
You got another word for it?
He means outer space.
Ma'am.
Not believe a British soldier behind.
You in the
Let's
service?
find him.
I know the feeling, but you just get so used to losing people. Look, nothing more I'd love than to help out a fellow Martian, especially one that's missing. But
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
it's a lot of credits, okay? I let it slide for a long time because he's a regular, but if I'm out all that money, I got problems. What do you say?
Skip to the part where you admit
No,
you're
I've done
lying.
this routine. Let's skip to the part where you admit you're lying about what he owes.
You calling me a liar? I'll throw both of you out of this bar right now.
Oh, please. Two strangers arrive from off-world asking for information only you have. You see an opportunity. Everyone always does. Lower the price. Don't think we can't find another way to get what we want.
Man.
You couldn't need help. You shouldn't put a price on that.
Life on Sidonia ain't hard enough. You gonna guilt trip me?
Matters to you more. The money or more.
Guess I should ask you the same question. You paying or what?
Well, you imagine him out there alone, and you are, here you are holding out for cash.
I do. All right, I'll give up. Just trying to
Yes!
earn a living here. Last time he was here, Moera kept yelling about the Lady of Love, singing songs, all that kind of thing.
Venus? That's only one planet. Hardly an entire patrol route.
I got what I got, okay?
Fine. We'll make do.
Sidonia's not so bad. Honest
Venus.
work, good pay. I can't complain.
Hey there.
Mars and Venus are of our sun's solar system.
The problem with the company is you always have to go
persuade him, didn't have to pay a cent. Didn't have to pay a single credit. I admit, I'm pretty good at persuasion. First I talked out a pirate, then I got this guy to give us what we wanted. Like I said, the only Bethesda game I've truly played is Skyrim. Other than that, I mean, I tried to play Fallout once. I just couldn't get into it. No offense, Bethesda fans. Okay, one of my gripes in the game is that you don't actually fly to other planets with your ship. The game mostly just does that for you. You don't actually fly to the planets itself like you do with No Man's Sky. The game mostly does it for you. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, go into my gym to a low level. Delivering demos. Let's see what the level is. Let's see, I'm level 6. Wait, is it there? Oh, for God's sake. God. I thought the sixth circle was on another planet or something. I didn't expect this.
Clutch of heat leeches,
Oh, hold on a minute. Hold on. Give me a quick second. Okay, let's go.
Is that really her? Adrian.
Percival. My God, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hassling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say.
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back.
Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down. I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
Makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble.
A little more gunfire than I usually like on my delivery jobs, but nothing I couldn't manage.
Well, that's certainly not what I was expecting you'd have to go through. But thank you. I'm just glad you both came through intact. So, were you two able to get that
Hopefully
workup
there's no
together?
buzzing this time.
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old Terramorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the Cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the Cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on 2 conditions. One,
great.
they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And 2, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti with both of us.
The Cabinet,
The
what's
Cabinet's
that?
the UC's highest governing body. The President, top military brass, scientific and diplomatic division heads. Any major decision the UC makes goes through them. They're the only real chance we've got of unlocking the archives. So without their blessing, we're flying blind.
What is the Armistice Archives? What's it got to do with the Freestar Collective and House
Well,
Varun?
when the Colony War came to a close 19 years ago, with the signing of the armistice, 3 factions were involved in the negotiations. The UC, Freestar, and House Varun. They made a lot of decisions about what sort of tactics should and shouldn't be permitted in future conflicts. All information related to the things they decided should be banned was locked away in the archives. Now, it's possible to get things out of there, but only with the agreement of members from all 3 factions. And as to what our research is doing in there, well, I'll get to that.
If all you need is to charm some higher-ups, I'm
That's
your
about
guy.
the best news I've had all day. But before you commit, I want to make sure you know the whole story. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists, ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Place I was hiding out.
That's
That was our
fucked
unit's
up.
home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago. And the UC military cut us loose for what we'd done.
I actually know who you are. In your past, well, that's none of my concern.
Oh. Well, that means a lot. It's not something I'm exactly proud of. But it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying terramorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the Colony War. Under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the Cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it.
Okay. Why should I... Okay, why wouldn't the Cabinet agree to
I hope
help
they
us?
will. given the evidence we've acquired. But getting the Freestar Collective and House Varun on our side, that won't be easy.
Since neither group is exactly on great terms with the UC at the moment, for various reasons.
Exactly. It's going to mean negotiations and deals and plenty of diplomatic legwork to see this through. But I don't see a better option to solving what's going on here. So it's gonna be up to us to get them on board.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go talk to the campaign.
I'm gonna go get this work up into the cabinet's hands. I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlantis.
Good luck. You two are gonna need it.
Oh, how many credits was that? Oh.
It is also advised to use only approved ship landing pads, as the UC Marines are not responsible for hull damage.
Surprise terror.
Okay, let's get off this world.
Might not be Jemison, but this ship is starting to feel like home.
Okay, let's go into our star map. That's Mars, Mercury, Saturn, Earth? Luna. That speaks volumes in ways you don't even imagine. Oh my God. Temperature cold. No fauna, no flora. Oh, I want to check this out. Our world. Jesus. I did see the history, but I didn't think it would be this bad. Is there nowhere to land? The moon is called Luna. That speaks volumes to me. A lot of volumes. I just want to see what the other planet looks like in this game. Let's get back in the ship. I'm just gobsmacked. No flora, no fauna. Nothing. They named the planet. They named the moon Luna. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm just messing around right now. Moon of Earth. Okay, enough screwing around. Jesus, our planet got fucked up. There's Jupiter, Neptune, Venus, Mars, Mercury, Saturn, Pluto. There's even Pluto. And there's your right. Get your mind out of the fucking gutter, okay? It's a planet named Uranus. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Okay. I just want to see what Earth looked like in this, and it's all desert. It's all dead. Damn. And they named our moon Luna. That speaks levels to me. Oh, jeez. Okay, first let me get rid of this outfit. Let me get this off.
Captain! Over here!
Hello, welcome to the stream.
The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC, it's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy. They called him
Clones?
Woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin. A title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
You're a clone of a man. How does that
A
work?
non-trivial amount of gene editing. Clone, honestly, isn't even really the right term for our relationship.
Like in Jurassic Park?
Thanks to the amount of donor material that was required
Or
to
am I
bring me
missing
into this
something?
world. He and I are different on more than a few levels. But there's no denying the fact we're inextricably linked.
Are there others from your program still out there? Other
I'm
clones?
the last. A few of my siblings, they passed when we were young. Training accidents and the like. But most of the rest were deployed to the front lines during the Colony War, and they never came back. Not a day goes by where I don't think about what the world would look like with them still in it.
This Vindictus must be an impressive command for the UC to want to clone him.
Would have happily told you he was one of the greats. Ultimately, though, it didn't matter. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned.
And I thought my family's messed up. Okay, you're not your father. The cabinet doesn't see that. It's their problem, not yours.
I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or, if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here.
Anything you want to say to the cabinet?
It's hard to know exactly what might sway them. I'd just be honest about what you saw. A colony wiped out, and a lot of lives lost. Something we don't want anyone else to have to experience.
So honestly, what are the risks of us accessing this data?
From the amount of reading I've got on the horizon if we succeed. The Terramorph project never went anywhere. It couldn't. They're deadly creatures, but they aren't xenoweapons. The cabinet not opening the archives is probably a bigger risk than them handing over the files. That data itself isn't dangerous, which probably wouldn't be a bad point for us to bring up, should the opportunity arise.
She makes a good point. Sorry about that. Had to do something real quick. Your eyes, they're red. Is that the result of the cloning process?
That's actually a souvenir from my time on Mars. The Red Devils unit I was a part of. They were founded by recruits who worked some of Mars' deepest mines. Folks used to adversity. The dust at those depths, it seeps into everything. The human eye included. Where the name Red Devils came from in the first place. It became an unwritten rite of passage that anyone wanting to enlist with the Devils had to do a stint in the mines before they could join up. The Devils were always talked about in such revered tones during my training, so as soon as I was old enough, I signed up. And the eyes were my parting gift.
Are you willing to tell me any more about your father?
We never spent a lot of time together. He was too busy being fleet admiral to deal with kids. I was raised by a pair of guardians instead. Until his defeat during the colony war, though, he was known as an extremely effective commander. Savvy, perceptive. That mind opened a lot of doors for him. And for me, too. But Vivictus, for all his ability, was heartless. Ruthless to a fault. In the end, that's what cost him his life.
Okay. Do I have any more questions?
It's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Sounds like our cue. Here we go.
Well then. Why is that guy looking the other way?
You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Hadrian made clear that addressing this issue required the almost Just
Well,
following orders.
I'll be sure your commanding officer hears that you've done them satisfactorily. Now then, we have 2 petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
We're still trying to figure out what we're facing. Can't make an informed decision without data. We need our data to find a way to stop a possible terramorph apocalypse. Probably that one.
That's quite the leap, Captain. Madam
Oh, now you
President,
turn around.
I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the Chief
Whoa,
Diplomat
hey.
who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask how many deaths the Cabinet requires to act. 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
Yes. Extremely. It wiped out a colony that never saw it coming. That's pretty alarming.
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes, a fine point, Admiral. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
If there's a chance what happened to Tau Ceti could happen elsewhere, we need to grant the... Yes, at the fear of the data's weaponized terramorph program failed. The data is not dangerous. If there's a chance what happened to Tau Ceti could happen elsewhere, we need to grant the request.
I'm uncomfortable opening the archives without gathering more information. However, if that's the path forward you prefer, then so be it.
I'm inclined to agree.
As am I.
I suppose that does get to the heart of the point, doesn't it? Very well. I consent. The galaxy was lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to...
Oh dear.
What was that?
That can't be good.
An incident has occurred. Facility lockdown engaged.
This can't be good.
Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorphs.
Terramorphs?
Oh.
More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God.
Damn it. They're here. Now.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanners somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. The nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. It's going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming, and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am. Captain, I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
Yep. Well, looks like we got another crisis on our hands.
You! The EM rifle, grab it! Now!
Stop! We're trying to help you!
That's it. Now hit him with everything you've got.
Notch another one for me. Ah, scratch one over here. Lights out on.
Thank you for what you did. We didn't want to hurt them.
The way those people were acting. I've seen this before. They were under the Terramorph's influence, weren't they?
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started screaming.
Wait, the Terramorphs
We
can
tried
mind
to restrain
control?
them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some Terramorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire, and keep that EM weapon at the ready.
Are you saying you Terramorphs can control someone's
I'm not
mind?
suggesting. It's documented behavior. The result of the projection, though, can vary wildly. Some folks just shrug it off. Others hallucinate. And some lose control altogether. They'll lash out at anyone around them. But still be aware while they're doing it. Those cases, you'll either need to knock them out with EM fire, or free them by killing the Terramorph.
Oh, does this mean I need to worry about you turning on me?
I honestly was just wondering the same thing. But no, you don't need to worry about me. I've had a Terramorph try it on me before. I'm not susceptible. So we'll just have to make sure to watch out for each other down there. Let's do it.
Sounds like we need to hustle.
Matt's unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
Okay, don't kill civilians, kill the Terramorph. Ugh. Sorry.
No time to waste, Captain. Stash the EM and hold some firepower. Let's move.
All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
There's the fucking Terramorph. Hold on. Let's go into my inventory. I put on my battle suit.
Back up! Don't just stand there! Kill it!
Let's get out my Equinox. Let's kill this fucker. Die!
You can't beat it. It's too strong. Give up now.
Got it!
Wait, officer? Are you and this woman experts? Take whatever we can get right now. We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad. We're barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before. Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on your 6.
You two have any experience with Terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here. But we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make you more liability than asset.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us.
Okay, are you sure you're not gonna turn us out there?
We'll stay here and hold the line if that's what you want. You're the experts.
Alright.
Roger that. We're on you.
Please, well. Let's kill these freaks. all you got? I hope I have enough ammo. Damn. Damn, these things have a lot of health. It's halfway dead. Got it.
All wrapped up. We should go tell the sergeant what happened.
Got it. Got both of them. Alright, so tough. And I'm low on ammo. Damn. Got him.
I guess our people weren't so lucky.
Don't worry, I'm gonna get to the bottom of what
Cabinet's
happened
already
here
got a
today.
plan in place to make sure attacks like this never happen again.
Can't happen soon enough. Thank you.
The city owes you both a debt after this.
We were just in the right place at the right time. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Wasn't expecting this today.
Has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all clear signal before exiting your homes.
Oh, oh man. That was fun. Sorry. Yeah, you see, I'm playing on my Xbox, but I also have my laptop on my right. From there, I can see the chat and the stream.
They said you're free
Miss
to come and
President better appreciate this.
That's a relief to hear. Thank you, gentlemen. Let your people all know how much we owe them today.
Losing
Captain? Hadrian? It would appear that the Cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today. As well as an apology. Your concerns about the Terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
No shit. Okay. Agreed. Thank you.
Of course. I only wish we could have acted sooner. Now, today's events have only clarified our path forward in the eyes of the Cabinet. You will have our full support in collecting the Terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the Cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The Cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative.
I can't be representative. I just some Vanguard nobody.
We see your atypical background as a strength, not a hindrance. The people you'll be dealing with, they're rather atypical themselves. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. So, will you help us?
Deal. Wait, what
It
do I
has
get
its
for being
perks.
UC citizen?
Only citizens can purchase property in the city. We also pay reduced prices on most goods and services across the UC. There's also a credit disbursement when you first join. Help get you on your feet. But above all, you'd become a dedicated part of the greatest faction in the galaxy. If you're willing to help us, we can open that door. I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. You're dismissed.
Those creatures still UC citizens. They're not killing anymore.
Okay, I want to check something real quick. Friends like these. Your neighborhood, go to Venus. Deep cover. Oh. Not doing that yet.
I'm gonna go check in with Chief Engineer Vangaurd. Start getting up.
Okay. Oops.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
I'll keep that in mind.
These orders. A Vanguard captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require. That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second-in-command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the Cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terramorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
There's a repository for all the banned data from the colony war.
Someone paid attention in current events. So, you also know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency.
and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
You think they'd be clever to help out the spaceport attack?
However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varun?
I don't really trust House Varun, so... let me try the Freestar Collective first.
The good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable. Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
No one gave me that stuff. Our new lance was just
Never
attacked.
underestimate the universe's ability to surprise. That's why we have Plan B. UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen.
Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. Maybe even convince to work with you.
Name's Cameron Long. He's younger than Ratcliffe, bears less of a grudge towards the UC. He works closely with the ambassador, making him a promising source for information on the ins and outs of embassy life, and someone who very likely hates her guts.
That's all the info I need at the moment.
All right.
Professor Ratcliffe.
Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up, you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise.
And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to proceed in there.
Tell me about Ambassador Balmore.
Ambassador Balmore's a challenge. When the rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here. He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
Well, these days, they're primarily considered a security threat. House Varun Zealots, a fundamentalist outshoot of the group that stayed behind when the rest retreated into seclusion, want nothing more than to send everyone not dedicated to their cause to the great serpent in the sky. But that hasn't always been the case. After they ended the Serpent's Crusade about 70 years back, House Varun did take a real run at trying to normalize relations with the rest of the galaxy. It's why they have an embassy here in the first place, why they were included in the armistice negotiations. But then, without warning, they left, leaving behind, to our knowledge, just the ambassador and his duty under the armistice.
Not even here. Everyone seems like nothing but a
Now
bunch of
hold on a
madmen.
moment. There's no reason to assume we're better than they are, despite their cultural beliefs.
They certainly come with a checkered past, but there's an additional wrinkle. We're not 100% sure Balmore's actually still alive. His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting. Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice. Then you search the embassy for his biometric key, collect your code piece, and we'll go about notifying his next of kin, if we can ever find them. But let's hope it doesn't come to that. I have no
I'll
doubt.
track him down.
Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, and fair warning, we received a report that a lot... Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind. Be smart out there, Captain.
Only one point of Moira's patrol route to work from. That's how it goes sometimes. Until later.
Okay, make a mistake during that conversation.
The well's been having brownouts all the time. Mast finally sent someone down there, but nothing's changed.
Maybe we should stop for a moment at the memorial. You know, to pay our respects. Hard to believe it's been 2 decades since we were at war with the Collective, when it seems like only yesterday.
You'll find the ambassador in her office. Go on through.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby.
I'm going to be upfront with you. I'm not happy visiting anything related to the Freestar Collective. But you lead, and I'll follow.
Terramorphs? As in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
Official business? Talk to the ambassador.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment?
Cut Jeff like UC Vangaurd. You and I need to talk ambassador.
You're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right.
You heard correctly. We need access to the archives.
I was afraid of that. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go?
Persuade. Please, Ambassador, just listen to what I have to say.
All right, I will give you one chance. One to convince me. Understood. I'm listening.
Thank you, Ambassador. Just hear me out. The Seymour weapons project was a failure. That knowledge isn't dangerous.
You know that for sure. That is interesting.
You were a soldier. It was your job to protect. So what we tend to do with this data.
I suppose you're right. Our job and our responsibility.
Something good can come out of this bad situation. The UC and Freestar Collective cooperate.
A step towards better relations. I could see some value there. Well, Captain, you make some good points. But if I'm really granting you access, I'm gonna need the following concessions. Your access will be limited. You can only take out the items related to stopping these terramorphs. The monitors will make sure of it. You go in once. You get everything you need on your trip, and never again. And all research done with the data will be monitored. If this data is being used to save the galaxy needs to be involved in the oversight. Freestar scientists will watch your people like hawks. So, do we have an agreement?
Agreed.
Excellent. Follow me. They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. Here, I'll reach out to Deputy McIntyre. We'll coordinate the necessary oversights. Two unlikely allies, I guess.
Oh, looks like I succeeded. Now for house for room. This should be a pain. Wait, skill. I do.
isn't what I expected at all. It appears the flora they were using as decor has overgrown the entire embassy. I've never seen a tree like this before in my entire life. It'd actually be more fascinating if its branches weren't blocking our way.
Whoa, whoa!
Oh, shit! Oh, bring it on. If you're searching, then make it quick. Well, I suppose they're not going to need it anymore.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss.
That must be the ambassador. I'm glad I picked a Freestar Collective one first. Jeez. Oh, hello everyone!
Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Eh? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Then the embassy was struck with a power surge and then... silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly?
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Anyway, this is part 2 of my, my Starfield playthrough. Okay, the space was rough shape, but not much else was damaged. Everyone else in the city's a bear shape. Whoa, okay. Okay. Did you say the pouring out clouds there is called a venom tree? Is it
Harmless
poisonous?
spores, you have my word, but hard to navigate. Hence why I was guiding you through the intercoms to restore the environmental controls. And release me. It is the sap of the tree that gives it its... well, perhaps not a topic for this exact moment. But I must know of the rest of the city.
Aw, thank you.
Does it still stand?
Thank you, Evil Esca. The space was rough shape, but not much else was damaged.
I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door? And the broadcast spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So the UC requires information, then. On terror morphs, presumably. Do I see this all clearly?
Correct. We're going to use data in the archives to better understand and stop these attacks.
The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy. With little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Now, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them.
Yeah, my word. I'll make sure it's used for good.
As the chair of Constellation, I take personal responsibility in vouching for this man's integrity. He'll keep his word.
Well then,
Yay.
I shall not fear. Please, follow me.
Okay, everyone can hear me clearly, right?
Let's hope it still works.
Yay! Ah, good to hear.
And
yeah, my headset in my last stream wasn't working so great. There was this buzzing noise. You're welcome. Thank you, and you're welcome for saving you. Have a good day. That guy's a lot nicer than the other one with the Freestar Collective. Let's get out of here. Note to self. Note to self. Buy more ammo. Shoot, where the heck did I just come from? Yeah, this place is a maze. You better remember how to get out. Okay, now I think I'm getting somewhere. Okay. There we go. Now, let's get out of here. Ooh, oh boy.
bartender at the viewport. Stop complaining to security. I don't know what she lost, but she won't get it back by annoying us.
Oh, I know what. I kinda know what that guy's talking about.
Captain, you're back sooner than... Oh, wait. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore? We're all in agreement.
Cold piece of House Varun and the Freestar. Collected and ready to be deployed.
Still lurking around in there. Fine work, Captain. And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
All right.
Hey.
On the record? What response?
the monitoring station and we will go over the rules. Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin.
Okay. Okay, Unit 18. There you are.
I'm going to tell them all.
Okay, got the data we needed. Now.
Yes?
Now.
There you are. Captain, Deputy told me what went down.
Deputy.
Impressive work.
Captain, if you'd be willing to transfer the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing what comes next.
Time for us to start getting some real answers. And figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready.
I made someone a promise, Hadrian. You assure me this data will be used for good.
Yes. It will be. Percival and I have done our damage. This is us starting to put some things right. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
Okay. Hello.
Okay, I'm following you. Starfield treating me? So far it's a good game. I mean, so far I am impressed. Normally this kind of game isn't really my my area, not really my cup, but so far so good. But I do see a couple of issues.
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies? Good.
I'm ready.
This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand.
It's called Starfield.
Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United
Man,
Colonies.
JJ, it's called Starfield. It's a
Service,
new game.
bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen? Then, Captain, I'm
Well.
pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation. We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property. Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position. Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name. So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms?
Just who is it? Who are you talking about?
I'm sorry. I can't share any more without your word. Do I have it? Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
Always good to see another badge.
I've lived in New Atlantis almost my entire life, and I had no idea this place even existed. The UC certainly excels at keeping secrets.
Unsealing access. You may proceed down the corridor. But there are no additional visitors permitted. Your friend's gonna have to wait out here.
I'll be fine. You go on ahead.
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat. President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed. But now you face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy, lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get. Which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am?
Getting out of security, I say sound pretty important. Or dangerous.
Receptive. I like that. I'm Francois Sanon, but most know me as Victus. I was an admiral during the Colony War. One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes, but the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here, a sacrifice on the altar of peace. Even my death served the colonies.
Do you see faked your death then?
One final act of rebellion by the leadership that lost the Colony War. The trial was authentic. I faced tribunal with dignity, but my execution, staged. A lethal injection that was anything but. The cabinet at the time, long gone now, wished to keep me on as an advisor. And considering the other option, I was in no place to refuse. So I elected to trade my freedom for my continued existence. But such is the life of a soldier.
Sanat. That's Adrian's last name.
That's my daughter. My progeny. You've been working alongside. Has she shared with you the nature of our little family.
She told me she's her clone. Yes.
Did she? So willing to trust Hadrian. I never did succeed in driving that out of her. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do.
Fine.
After
I'm
some
listening.
long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the colony war. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange, I need something dealt with.
Not sure I like the sound of this.
That's all I require. There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlays. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colony's more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty. If it dealt death, he could make a deal more. When the colony war ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him, however you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know.
How do I arrest him, turn him over to the
Certainly
UC?
try, but the man's been out there 20 years. He's likely gone feral by now. Easier for all if you simply blow up his ship and be done with it.
How are you not asking me to kill an
Speak to
innocent
Deputy
man?
McIntyre. I'm sure she'd be happy to hear that someone might be tying up this loose end at long last. Though I would ask you, do not make the mistake of confusing me for a simple cutthroat.
I'm not killing anyone, but he's actually as bad as you claim. I'll consider bringing him
If
to
that's what you
justice.
require to sleep at night, so be it. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria, Wolf System. There's a star station in the vicinity, the Den. The head of the local Vanguard, one Captain Marquez, should be able to help you find our man.
Identity verified. You may proceed to the exit.
Hello.
Captain, did your meeting go well? I hope it's clear now why we needed you to agree to all the secrecy.
Deputy, I was not
Surprised me too
prepared for
when I
that.
learned it. But the prisoner has proven useful over the years, and kept far from any major decision-making. But I do think it's worth re-emphasizing. No one else can know about this. All right?
Why
The
hasn't
Major
Agent
doesn't have clearance for this sort of information. And she certainly doesn't need a distraction from her current, very important work. Which is why I need you to keep this to yourself.
I'll keep it to myself, fine.
Good. Because bringing this up to the outside world would create the unfair appearance, Captain, that you're unhinged. And that's not a good look for any of us. Now, was there something in particular you needed to discuss about what we were just discussing?
Prisoner asked me to deal with Dr. Orlegs. Figured
Dr.
you and I
Reginald
should-
Orleys? He's finally found him. Of course, killing Orleys is completely out of the question. But bringing him to justice... he's been on the lam for years. That'd be a huge win for the UC. What's being offered in return?
Location Horizon's old research team members.
We found the members of the research team. We'd already initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot of time and manpower if he just gave us that information. Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just so long as you make every effort to bring the man in alive. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss regarding your meeting?
I'm supposed to head to the... I'm supposed to head to the den. Anything you can tell me
The
about
Den?
it?
It's a star station. Orbiting Wolf, the second star station actually to bear that title. The first one was blown to smithereens by House Varun during the Serpent's Crusade. The place has always acted as a remote strategic hub, primarily for repairing and refueling UC military vessels. But because of its distance from the rest of the UC, things there have always been a little more lax. Patrols included. I can think of worse places in the galaxy for a criminal to hide out.
Oh, hey, New Moon. New Moon's a good friend of mine.
Then I'll bid you good
Are
day,
there anything else to
Captain.
discuss?
And remind you of the importance of discretion.
I'm mostly just playing this game to kill time before 2.0 comes out for Cyberpunk and Phantom Liberty comes out. Okay, before I go, there's a few things I want to do.
That's why I bought the bottle of Pinot Noir.
Oh, please, take a look.
TVLZR cartridge. Laser card. Let's see. Aid. No.
Thanks for coming in.
Okay.
Work. When's the report due anyway?
While I'm here, let's see what's got her.
Good to see you again. Can I get you something? Hey there. Always nice to see a new face. First time in New Atlantis?
Nah, not new. I come in here all the time.
Nope, sorry. Can't pull one over on me. I'm good with faces, and I don't recognize yours. Go ahead and make yourself comfortable, new guy. Let me know if there's anything I can get you. You know, I had a guy in here last week ranting that General Shao ought to send the Marines down into the well. I'm usually all for letting folks speak their mind. Most times it can't be helped after a few drinks. But that was just too much. Anybody stuck living in the well, it almost certainly isn't by choice. And things down there aren't that bad. Yep. Spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between you and me, I've got something in the works that'll change everything. A new drink that'll make this place famous, galaxy-wide.
Hey, Speedy. Okay. Well,
You
I
would
have
love
to get
it,
this
I
to try.
guarantee. Only, I can't make you one right now. Don't have the ingredients. I made a deal with a hauler to bring me some small samples of an ingredient I think will make all the difference. But it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other folks. The kind of folks who ship less than legal cargo. Security got wind, and the whole lot was impounded. Now they're just sitting on it, taking their sweet time like they always do. It's killing me.
You should go talk to security. See if you can
I
get what
submitted all the paperwork, believe me. It won't amount to anything, but I did it. And really, I'm not even certain this is what I need to finish the recipe. I think it is. I need to get my hands on that cargo.
Sure sounds like
I
you
really
can help
do.
again.
It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try. Before we say anything else, I am in no way asking you to do anything that might violate any of the many, many laws in place here in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a way to get her important cargo out of the impound. And if, hypothetically, that were done in a less than 100% legal way, well, that might not be the worst thing in the world. You, with me on this?
I'm here for you.
God,
I'll do whatever
you
I
have
can.
no idea what a relief this is. I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something. I just figure there has to be a way to get what I need. I'm not
Don't worry,
worried.
I'll figure
I'm
something out.
annoyed. Wait, are you saying I should be worried? No, of course not. It'll be fine. Totally fine. I trust you. Stop by anytime you'd like to catch up.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna break any laws. All I'm gonna do do is I'm gonna persuade the officer to let me in.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
Hey, this really isn't a good place for civilians to be hanging around. There's something I can help you with?
Got some counter that was about.
Yeah.
I need access to it.
I can't really just let you in there.
Look, I get it. You got yours, I got mine. I know you have your reasons. I'm just trying to help.
There's nothing to talk about. I've already made myself clear.
We'll work something out.
I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here.
Okay. You know, I really think I left the oven to start thinking over. You think relative time means my house was burned down by now?
I know what you're trying to do. It isn't gonna work. I'm gonna need you to clear out of here, or else I'll have to call security.
Damn it! I persuaded him before. What just happened? Did the game just crash on me? It fucking crashed on me. I can't believe this. This is the first time this happened. Game fucking crashed on me.
Yes?
Captain. Surprised me too, but I do. Good. And that's not a good. Dr. Reginald Orlett? Of course, killing Orlett. That'd be a huge. Really? We'd already initiated. Captain, if that's. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss regarding your meeting? Then I'll bid you good day, Captain.
Can't believe this. fucking game crashed on me. I just wanted to try again persuading that guy, because I actually did it before. How did I do it last time? Wait. I believe the game fucking crashed on me. I was just trying to load up a save.
There is a bit more. I know we're safe now, but oh, please take a look.
Wait. No, I'm trying to do.
Oh, please take a look.
Check. 8. Really? Don't hit me.
Thanks for coming in.
Hello. Hey there. Always nice. Oh boy. Listen, that work for you, new guy? Let me know if there's anything else. Yep. I've got some. You would love it. I made a deal with them, but it never showed up.
Blah, blah.
Security guy. I submitted all. And really? I need to get my hands on that cargo. I really do. Before we see, I am in no. This is just one. And if you,
Surely you're not seriously considering this course of action. The last thing we need is UC security on our backs.
God, you have no idea what. I'm obviously not. I'm not worried.
Right. I'll figure something
Wait,
out.
are you saying I should be worried? Stop by anytime you'd like to catch up.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
Hey, this really isn't a good... There's something I can help you? Yeah. I can't really just let you in there.
Okay. I promise.
I mean,
it's just between us.
It might be okay. I tried to be.
Person.
All right, look, don't tell anyone I did this.
Got him!
Anyone asks, I had nothing to do with this. You got it?
Got it this time. I got it.
All right, make it quick, will you?
Just take what I need, nothing more.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay. No.
This way.
Hey there, new guy. Good
She's
to
not
see you
even
again.
holding anything.
Can I get you something?
I have a present for you.
You really got it? I probably don't want to know what you did to get this, right? I mean, I want to know, but it's maybe better if I don't.
They just let me through the front door. Don't worry, no one died getting this.
I certainly hope not. This is a huge deal to me, but it's not worth either of us murdering over. Well, look, I can assure this will all be worth it in the end. Matter of fact, I'm going to let you have the first ever sample. On top of that, you get free drinks. Not like unlimited free drinks, but you want a little pick-me-up now and then? I got you covered. I need some time to work on what comes next. But this was the difficult part, I think. Really, thank you so much. Catch you later.
She's not even holding anything. And of course, you'd expect as much from a Bethesda game.
If you don't see what you want, feel free to ask. Thanks for shopping. At Jemison Mercantile.
Equinox 3kV laser.
Well, hope you're finding everything. Oh, please, take a look.
Okay, ammo. There we go.
Appreciate the business.
Okay. Okay, let me see something real